I am sat here and waiting. Hi, SW. I had to just retake the thumbnail photo. My goodness, I think we had the slowest service ever. They were really busy, to be fair. But we could just sit there and watch the time going by and, oh dear. But thank you for being here and eagerly waiting for us. So we're just on the outskirts of King's Lynn and we're just going back into it.
We think.
We did get lost earlier. That was entertaining. So, yeah, we had the sat-nav going. And we found out where we were meant to be eventually. Oh, that rhymes. So we're fed and watered.
I'm not sure where we
The chauffeur says she doesn't know where she's going. Of course, we're winging it. We don't have the sat-nav going. SW, do you know where we're going now? Also, are you locked in?
Yes. Most definitely.
We are locked in, yes. Did you have a lovely meal? We did have a lovely meal, thank you, SW. We just had to wait so long because they were so incredibly busy, which is always a good sign because you know that the food is going to be nice.
Oh, look. Know where we are.
Oh,
now.
yeah, so we know where we are now. We've got this archway. Hi, John. John says King's Lynn is a nightmare
Just gonna pull over
to navigate. Hello.
It's persistently up my bottom.
Have you had a good day?
There we go.
We went live earlier this morning, John, on the journey here, and oh my goodness, it was a disaster. Somehow, the car... Oh, look, see these police are here? They were here earlier. There were 8 police, and there's still somebody there now.
Front door's still open.
My goodness, don't know what happened there. But there was vehicles everywhere. Ambulances, police cars, wasn't there?
Yeah, numerous officers.
Stephen's here. Stephen says, hi Lisa. Hi Stephen, hope you're having a good Saturday evening. John says, oh, that's all right, John, don't worry. Because to begin with, we're on the A47 where the electricity pylons are, and that gave us no signal whatsoever. Do you think I could just have this line?
Oh, gosh. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Do we have a bit of a mark on the window? The lights have changed. Oh, gosh.
So, yeah, the electricity pylons are, thank you, that's a lot better.
Good.
Affected my Wi-Fi connection. So I had to restart, and then after quite a long time of being online, the car radio connected to my phone through Bluetooth. I don't know what that was all about. Anyway, we're trying to go live for the 3rd time today. Stephen said, I missed this morning, I had no signal. Don't worry, Stephen, it's absolutely fine. SW says Lisa is complaining about her view now.
Do you see what I have to cope with?
I know.
Do
Do you know, we've had such a busy day. We've packed in so much. Wait till you see today's video. We've got another video to do tomorrow yet. But when you see today's video, you're going to think, oh my goodness, whatever were they thinking going to so many places?
I'm trying to find the marketplace.
SW says, did you find out what the problem was re the radio? Maybe Judith's dad may be able to answer this.
Believe me, there's not a chance.
Oh, her dad is so lovely. He really is. And her mum as well. She has lovely parents.
He's 81 and doesn't even know what a mobile phone should do.
SW says Judith's dad's not technical then.
No.
But he's so lovely. Listen to this. He's given us his car for the weekend. Isn't that so kind? SW says just like her then.
Oh, thank you, SW.
So wait till he realises we've been on the beach and there might be sand in his car and all that sort of stuff. He might not let us borrow it again.
No.
But no, she has lovely parents.
I don't have any idea where we're heading to.
I'll be with you in 2 seconds, Shane. I've got to try and pretend I'm a navigator. I don't recognise this from this one. Yes, I do. Look, long stay, short stay. Yeah. So if we go left,
okay,
and that will take us towards the river.
Okay.
I'm sure we went down here earlier.
I don't know.
Yes, we did, because
it looks very different in the dark.
No, look, here's this shop on the corner there with the steps up. Look.
Okay.
You'll see in a minute. We're going round to the left though. Because that looked like we were to go straight on, didn't it?
It did.
Sorry, Shane, I'm back now. I don't know what we're doing. Right, let's see.
I know what I'm doing.
Shane says, even taxi drivers use sat-nav in King's Lynn. Whatever happened to the knowledge? Yes. Stephen's saying hi to SW. SW, you're right, you know where you're going. Let's see if we need, and if we can.
The biggest problem is there's so much that's one way.
Yeah. Stephen says, that looks like King's Lynn. It is, Stephen. Judith and I have come here for the weekend.
Yeah.
We've left the men at home. This looks like a dead end. Yeah, we've left the men at home. Should we turn round here?
I think so. I'm on a bit of a cobbled area.
And who knows, they might meet up and see each other, but I don't know. But Judith and I often go away and do daft things. Glamping, didn't we? And we stayed in a glamping pod another occasion. We've often stayed in caravans with sea views. What else have we done? Camping. Yeah, camping I've said. Yeah. The caravan. You've come along when I've stayed at the Pier Hotel. You come along and have lunch with me, wouldn't you?
Yeah, we've done a few different things. They're getting crazier as we go along.
Yes, definitely getting crazier. Oh, do you think? We don't know where we're going, as you can tell. As Judith says, it's different in the dark, isn't it? Oh, look at this old house. We found some beautiful properties.
I thought it was one way up there.
It's probably us going the wrong way.
Don't even go there.
Oh, look, here we are.
The marketplace.
This is what we want. Now, where's that beautiful hotel I was going to show them?
On the left.
Oh, yes. Can we stop by that? We walked all round here earlier today, I might add. But just look at this hotel. It's called the Duke's Head Hotel. And it's blue and white. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I did ask Judith if she'd go and sort the flags out. There's 2 flags and I've twisted around the flagpoles. And I said, can you just go up there and sort the flags out to make, so I can take a better picture?
My response was, I am not Spider-Man.
She said no. It's rude, isn't it? So Do we want to go left and show them
Can we go
the old part? No, that's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Right.
Right, you mean?
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say,
Gold.
I've got a car coming behind me on the car park sort of thing.
Richard says, that looks nice, Lisa. The hotel, it looks beautiful, doesn't it? And of course, in the dark, you can't really see. This is nice over here that's lit up. I filmed all this. Judah thought it was a town hall, and it turns out it's a cinema. But it does look like an old town hall. And then over there is Weatherspoons, and that's where we had lunch. Can't see it because there we go. Can just see that now. And we've walked down here about 10 times today along this little stretch of road. Maybe an exaggeration. And this piece that's lit up straight in front, what was that? Can you remember?
No.
We've got it all written down, or tried to, so I can make the video. But in there is where we were. And then there's the river behind that brick wall. It's not quite the same when you don't live here and you don't know what everything is. You can't really learn it all in a couple of hours. But we did find a fantastic old street which reminded me a bit of Elm Hill in Norwich. Here we have the great big minster, not a cathedral, because King's Lynn is not a city, so it's a minster, like the houses are down there. The old, if you wanted to go down there.
Yeah, I wasn't sure I could go down there.
We had those cars go past, didn't we? We've walked all round here. We've walked miles. We must be up to what, about 6 miles now?
Getting that way, I
Which
think.
doesn't sound too bad, does it? 6 miles. But when I add into, oh yeah, see, we were down here, weren't we?
Yeah.
When I add into the equation that we've also climbed a castle today,
Probably going to end up back in the marketplace.
we've done so much today. We went to Sandringham. We went to see if King Charles was doing us afternoon tea. He said he was rather busy, but if we could go another day, that would be better. So we said, okay, that's fine. We understand he's busy this time of year. But joking aside, at the gates of Sandringham, there are still flowers. Not as many flowers, but there are still some that are there, which is really lovely. Right, I've missed loads of messages. We've got 20 people here watching. Thank you all so much for joining us. We've got 8 likes on our live. Yeah.
Right, so we need to try and find a dock area?
Yes. Right, let's see where I got to.
I think we're back to where we
SW says, last time I was in King's Lynn Centre was nearly 40 years ago. I've never been here. This is my first time here.
Yeah, we've been down this bit, but I need to try and find out how to get to the dock area.
Well, when we walked there, we had to
was
walk. We had to walk back up. We need that piece where the fancy man statue is. And I said
We
to you,
can't get there by cars going that way though, could we?
don't we need to go down the... I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. SW says, have you checked in with Mr. L to see if he is okay? We have. We rang him earlier, didn't we?
We did.
Yes, he's hurt his knee. It just happened yesterday. He doesn't know how, he doesn't remember doing it. Just suddenly he appears in the kitchen while I'm cooking tea and says, I don't know what I've done to my knee. So we rang, and he says as he's been walking about today, it's a lot easier. But when he got up in the middle of the night, I really thought I was going to be taking him to the James Paget, because he really couldn't walk. And he's probably watching this live now, aren't you, Mr. L? But he won't ever write anything on here. But I know he watches. Yes. We went down there, and that's where the weighbridge was.
Oh, is that? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we're going well away from where we need to be.
We are.
Right, I'm just trying to catch up with everything I've missed, because I've missed so many.
So we possibly need to
Stephen says, I was there at Christmas time. It's great for shopping. We were saying how many shops there are there compared to Great Yarmouth. I mean, Great Yarmouth has nothing. And we were also saying how proud Kings Lynn are of their heritage and, you know, their history of the town. Have all these amazing plaques everywhere telling you. And it's brilliant to see a town so proud of their past. And, you know, Norwich has a wall, a city wall. Great Yarmouth has a town wall. But there is nothing, not like here in Kings Lynn, that you don't get. You know, it's also, well, I don't know. When you're live, you've got to be careful what you say, haven't you? But well done, Kings Lynn. We like it here. We think Kings Lynn's great, don't we?
Yep, apart from the fact we're struggling to find our way around the dark.
How about, can we remember the name of the road where the car park is? We could put it in the sat-nav and do it that way, like, you know, like normal people would. But we don't do that. We don't do sat-navs really, do we?
Normal,
We're not normal.
I think we might have
No.
used a dead end.
I think, yeah.
Oh, no.
Shall we do the sat-nav? Maybe not directly under the cameras. Might not be a good idea to sit and park or reverse or whatever we're doing.
No sense of adventure.
Oh, I know.
Boring. There's cameras everywhere.
Because I'm so far behind, I'm just seeing now Richard's message saying that looks nicely. So that was the hotel, wasn't it? SW says, was it busy there earlier? It was. It was very busy. There's lots of people staying in our hotel. There's lots of holidaymakers. I know it's half term, but we noticed there were a lot of people shopping there, weren't there?
Yes, it's very busy.
But, you know, we weren't... It was doable walking around today. It was okay. SW says the bumps in the road. Can you avoid the bumps,
Sorry,
please?
I'll see what I can do.
Shane,
Sorry.
Shane says, I love the riverfront area, especially the customs house. That's sort
of the area we're trying to go to.
That's where we want to be. And I think it was the customs house.
Cobble's tea room.
That
South Quay.
was it South Quay?
Yeah. I think so.
SW says the older part of Kings Lynn looks really interesting, even though it is night time. There's some most beautiful properties down there. There really is. SW says, hello, Mr. L, if you're watching. I'll find out. I'll ring him later and I'll find out if he was, and I'll message you and let you know. He probably is, isn't he?
Yes. Right.
John says he's making sure you girls aren't getting up to mischief. Us?
Really?
Us. I think the men know it's the right thing to just let us go out and do our own thing. I think they've got that, haven't they? They don't.
I think after all these years.
Yeah. Don't forget, Judith and I had known each other far, far too many years. And if only I could tell you what she said to me earlier about our age. I can't tell you because that will give my age away. Right, we're climbing up. I'll get back to the messages in a minute. We're climbing up Castle Rising. And anybody who's been there knows how steep the steps are. And we get right to the very top. I'm filming, everything's fine. Judith goes downstairs first. And then I follow a little way behind. Don't forget, when I climbed Ranworth Church Tower, I had a bit of vertigo, didn't I? So I'm at the very top of the castle, coming down these very narrow concrete steps. And I can just sense vertigo. It didn't start, but it wouldn't have taken much for it to take over. And anybody who's suffered with vertigo, they'll know that, you know, you freeze, you can't move, you can't go forward, you can't go backwards. And I'm thinking, I don't want to be at the top of here and need rescuing. So I'm going down very gingerly, and I find Judith goes down these steps, and I can't think what I said. What did I say? Can you remember?
No, I can't now.
But Judith then said, well, don't forget, we are nearly however many years of age. And I thought, oh, my God, we are? How did we get to this age? How? I don't know.
Well, each day you get a day older.
Yeah.
No rocket science.
So yeah,
just admit your
we
age.
forget. I forget. I've forgotten a lot of stuff today. I really have, honestly.
Sorry, there was a bump.
Well, yes. So I've been reminded today that, you know, I'm not as young as I thought I was. Messages. Back to messages. Thank you to the 27 people who were here watching us driving around aimlessly around King's Lynn, because we've never been here until today. Well, Judith has once before. And yeah. So thank you to each and every one of you. And thank you especially to everybody who's liked this live stream. And Ancient Man, is Ancient Man here? Ancient Man messaged me on one of my videos last night and says, you can read the comment, it's there, and he says something like, I watch every video, but I don't always comment on your videos. So I said, that's absolutely fine. You don't, you know, I don't expect everybody to. And everybody, I've just got a message on my screen. Mr. L is watching. He is watching. And at least he's told us. That's progress.
Well, that's true.
So Ancient Man says, I really enjoyed that Yarmouth nighttime live. Any chance we could have another live like that at night? And I said, Ancient Man, you have no idea, because when I go and do these things, I don't say in advance what I'm doing. So let's hope he sees this. I told him it was really close, so I'm hoping he's twigged it's going to be today, but he can watch it on the replay. Right, I keep saying I'm going to read the messages and I don't. Let's have a look. Janet's here. Janet says, hi everybody. And Janet
knows where we are?
No.
Can help us now?
I've just lost the messages off the screen. Okay, I've got
the lights on, mate.
No. Right, I'm trying to find my messages.
the key.
SW says, I find all the bumps when I'm driving.
Yeah, I'm doing a fairly good job. I think when I go over a train
SW
track,
says, the properties look Georgian. They do, especially where we were today. I'm walking around and I'm saying, this is a Georgian doorway. Because they have the fancy, like, triangles of glass at the top, don't
that was
they?
the railway line.
Richard says, sounds like you two have had a real fun day out. We have.
I just hope that hotel bed that I've got is comfortable tonight.
You should see us. We are sharing a hotel room and we have 2 beds, obviously, in this room. Judith is on this little tiny single bed.
Short straw again.
And she's given me the great big king size bed. So earlier when we were recovering from being out all day, she squashed up on her little bed with her laptop and doing whatever she's doing, and there's me sprawled out like a starfish corner on my bed doing tomorrow's video for you all. Actually, SW says, you were lucky you had Judith with you. I just had an image of the fire brigade rescuing you. It would have made a good video, Lisa. Yeah, I just had to get down. And then there's a piece where there's some more steep stairs to get outside to the castle. But Judith had gone the opposite way where the well is, and we walked through there. And the relief when I found out and I discovered that I didn't have to go down the steep concrete steps. Oh, wonderful. Steve says, you're as young as you feel. Well, after all I've done today, I feel about 98. SW says,
I think we're back where we started.
oh, look, we're back at the arch. Right, now we need to turn down left.
We do now. We know where we are now.
You might see that as a short coming to a screen near you soon, because I did film it. But I need to do some research on it.
One of the police vehicles is gone.
Oh, has it? SW says, I am trapped in the body of a 65-year-old with the mental age of a 17-year-old.
I don't feel so bad now.
Janet says, Mr. Lisa, hope you're well and your knee is feeling a bit better. Oh, thank you, Janet. Janet's got a little spanner by her name, as she's a moderator. I asked her if she, as she does so brilliantly as our secretary, telling me the time and telling me everything
Sure
when I'm live. Yeah, that's SW, make sure we're locked in the car.
SW, is it?
Yeah. So, but if you're a regular viewer on here and you would like to be a moderator, along with Johnny, Treehouse, and Mark, when he's about, do let me know. Janet says, Judith, you are a true friend for letting Lisa have the bigger bed.
Right, we're here. This is what we were looking for.
Oh, yes. When we used to stay in the caravan, she'd have the little tiny 3 foot wide single beds.
2'6".
Oh, 2'6", sorry. In a caravan, and I'd have the double bed. In the the glamping pod, I had the big bed and you had the you had the bunk beds, didn't you?
Yeah. And I'm the eldest.
You are the eldest of the two of us. You are, and you will always be older than me. Always.
Yeah. Thank you.
Don't know how far up there we could go. Oh, we walked past this pub, didn't we? Now along here, I will get back to the messages, people, I promise. There's a fish art sculpture on the end. I don't know if you'll see that hanging up. Can you see all the grey lines? Here we go. Oh, see those grey lines? Were there all models of fish in metal? Thank you for stopping. And they're really good close up. So I filmed those. There's some sort of college in here and it's been going for so many years. I've got to research that as well. I've got so much research to do. Are we a bit close to...
That's right, I've got a motorbike one.
There were more spaces down here this afternoon and this morning.
There's bars and different things, aren't they? So.
Oh, there's space there if you wanted. Or if you were just going to have a little drive about. You do whatever you want to do. I'm just sitting here reading messages. Let's have a look. I've missed loads. I know, I have missed loads. We were buffering apparently.
Okay.
I think they lost us again, but we're okay. This ship's still here. I filmed it earlier. The tide must be in now. The tide was out earlier. And yes, the tide was out and there was no water under these ships at all. Oh,
that's not going to work, is it?
If we just switch the light out, it will. Stephen says, are you going around in circles? I think we were, but we're here now. Judah says, how come Lisa always has the bigger bed? We've got to take it in turns.
Oh, thank you.
Janet says, Lisa rushes in first to claim the bed she wants.
No, I got in first, actually.
Yeah, no, Judah, she's so generous. She always lets me. Well, I was happy to have the other bed, wasn't I?
You did offer.
I did. Very good, Shane. I'm just reading. Jane, Shane has said, I once saw a store that was called Edwardian Sweets at a car boot. I noticed there were giant flumps and I thought, they're not Edwardian. So I said to one of the guys, why is your store called Edwardian Sweets? They're all modern sweets. He leaned forward and said, and almost whispered, my name's Ian and he's called Edward. Edwardian.
Yes.
AWS is here and says, good evening, Lisa. Good evening. I hope you're well. Thank you for joining us. We're in King's Lynn. We got a bit lost, a bit like we got lost this afternoon and couldn't find the hotel, but that's a whole other story. Stephen says we got to flip a coin next time. When the lights went out, Janet said, please put a shilling in the meter, girls. AWS says, only went to King's Lynn once. Lynn is Alan Partridge's assistant. Oh, AW8. I said AWS, didn't I?
You did.
Yeah, it looks like a isn't it? It is dark. Right, so we've got 22 people here watching. Thank you. And we got 24 likes. So thank you all very much. Listening to our rambles, or my rambles, and watching us getting lost. So we've had such a busy day. We left the village that we both live in 5 doors away from each other, 4 doors away from each other.
There's 3 properties between us. Yeah.
3 properties. SW says, you even have the right glasses on today, Lisa. I do.
He says, well, she's not driving. She's left her driving glasses at home.
Janet says, how was your meal tonight? It was very nice. We just had to wait a very long time for it to arrive. Yeah. Hence, we were late to going live.
They were very busy.
They were very busy. But it was very nice. Thank you. So we left the village that we live in. And we went about 6 miles down the road and had a cup of coffee. And sat there. How long were we there?
45 minutes.
Yeah. Then we decided, all right, now's the time. We will set off properly.
We'd woken up then.
Yes. So, because I only had, how many hours sleep? Did I say 4 hours or 3 hours sleep last night? Yeah. So I don't know how I'm still functioning after what I've been doing today. And we got to King's Lynn, parked up, and we walked all round King's Lynn. All the shops, all the old part. So we did part of the Heritage Trail. We went over to Purfleet and the house that Shane said the name off earlier. I can't think what he said now.
No, I can't.
But that is just over there. And can we go through that bit?
Yes. Yeah.
There's lots of lights on in
that's
there.
the way we went out earlier.
That might be more interesting for them to watch in there.
There's not a lot happened here.
And
That'll be a motorbike just went through. Oh, and the car. Bear with us, folks.
would you like me to get out and have a look?
No, nothing's hit me yet.
Nothing's hit you yet, okay.
Oh, I forgot I'm in Father's car.
Oh yeah, there's some lights flashing through there. So whatever that beautiful building is there, we walked all round here, and there's some explorer across.
Look, there's things going down the building.
Oh,
there's a
yeah. Laser light thing.
Light thing, look. Let me pick that up.
That's Halloween. I don't think so yet. Maybe when we get a bit closer they will. Yeah, there's a wall there, so there's some Halloween pictures coming down this building. Is that the customs house? Should we sit there? In the way of blocking the road. Doesn't matter if we block the road, does it? We are on camera. Oh, we've got so many cameras on us.
Oh, there's cameras everywhere.
Can we sit here?
No different to Yarmouth on the road, is it?
It's all green for Halloween. Yeah, so we walked round miles, and then what did we do? Where did we go next? Janet says that's lovely.
Oh, we went for a drive, didn't we?
We went for a drive.
Oh, we had a bit of lunch, didn't we, in Wetherspoons?
Yes, we did. And we had to be back to... Stephen says that's pretty. Oh, it's gone purple now.
We went for a mystery drive.
We went for a mystery drive. And we suddenly stumbled upon Castle Rising.
Did we go to the castle before the beach?
Yes.
We did.
So we climbed all up the castle and investigated and filmed that. There's a person on the wall now with a pipe in his mouth.
I have to say the castle was very good value.
Yeah.
It was only £5 each.
Only £5 to go in the castle. That's a bargain.
I know perhaps there were ruins, but there was a lot of ruins there and they were very accessible.
And then we went to Snettisham Beach and looked across the wash, and I was able to zoom across film the other side and zoom back across the wash, which just still blows my mind even now. Shane says there's a nice sculpture just along to the right of where you're parked. It has lenses you can see through. Then there's a fab looking big compass on the ground near the customs house. Oh, we missed both of those. Looks like it's snowing now. It's all gone. Looking very...
Yeah, and then we sort of came on a mystery drive back into King's Lynn, didn't we?
Yes, did we go anywhere after the beach?
No, I don't think we did.
And then we came back and we had a couple of hours to recover in the room.
Trying to stay awake.
Trying to stay awake. Should we set an alarm or not? But we didn't, we were fine. I tried to put together all the footage from today, but that won't be ready until probably Wednesday, maybe not until Friday. There's so much. And then we went and had our meal, and we had a cup of coffee in the room, didn't we?
Yeah.
And then meal, had a long wait, and now we're here.
Oh, I think it's finished.
Yes, I think that has finished. Well, we timed that just right, didn't we?
Right.
Wherever you want to go. Yeah.
Right, we're on the move again, thanks.
So he says, are you ready with the thermals for tomorrow's travels? Perhaps you should have brought wetsuits.
We have brought wellies.
Wellies, we had wellies for the beach today. Judah's got some rather smart new ones. SW had to check out where Castle Rising was earlier. And tomorrow, I think we are... Oh, and a snorkel. So, I think tomorrow... We don't really have a plan. It's a very...
Oh, look, deja
Yeah.
vu.
Deja vu. Here's the Minster again. Oh. And the old... This was the jail, wasn't it?
Yes.
Look at that beautiful building. So I think tomorrow's plan is to drive along the coast road home, but stopping probably everywhere along the way. I don't know what order they're in, so I might say them in the wrong order, but just explore tomorrow and enjoy the day wherever you go. We will. We always have fun wherever we go. Burnham Overy, Brancaster Staithe, Cly. Everybody calls it Clay. Do they say Clay?
Yeah.
But it's Cly, isn't it? Blakeney. My favourite place, Morstan Quay. Where else? And then might not do Weybourne because that's just stones and that's more a beach rather than a harbour. Show you Cly Windmill, maybe. I keep saying maybe because, you know, I haven't okayed this route with the chauffeur. SW used to go to Brancaster Beach a lot when I lived near Fakenham. Where I have been to Brancaster Harbour or whatever it's called, and there was this lady artist, and apparently she's often there painting. I have filmed her.
The arch again going the other way.
Oh yes, yes, I think I filmed
Found
that.
a way out the right then.
Yeah, there's the arch again. Obviously the opposite side of the road. Yes, so I have filmed that artist somewhere in amongst all my videos she appears. But I like Clyde Harbour. You think of a harbour, and I used to think that they're big places, but they're so tiny, and you think this can't be a harbour, but it is. Great fun. Janet likes that idea for tomorrow. What time will you be departing tomorrow?
Not too early, because the
breakfast
is booked for 9 o'clock.
Yeah, you have to say in advance what time you want breakfast. So we said 9 o'clock. We don't have to be out until 11, do we?
No.
Let's just hope they're quicker at breakfast than they were at the evening meal, or we'll miss checking out.
Oh, we missed that one. We need to turn round.
Oh, okay. See, it's because you're in your dad's car. Your dad's car doesn't know these roads. Your car and my car does. Stephen says, just make it up as you go tomorrow and enjoy your day. Yes, that's
not worked out the formula.
yeah, that's generally how it goes with us. That's how I do my filming, you know. When I go out to film, unless I'm meeting John for filming, because Johnny Treehouse, he also has a YouTube channel, then obviously that's planned, but otherwise I just get in the car, see where I end up. That's what tomorrow's video is. Just in the car and going for a drive, but not filming the drive, filming the different places. So that was nice, but it's just a short video tomorrow. It's only about 5 minutes long. And then when you get the one that I've made today, that's 25 minutes long.
Hold tight.
Janet doesn't want to miss us.
Okay.
I won't. I don't think I'm going to, because we'll be stopping at different places. I don't think it'll be easy to. Let me think. I'm sure we can work it out. I'm sure we can be live, so long as the signal is good. Because I've got 5G here in Kings Lynn, and that's what you need. Stephen says, when I go for a drive, I just go in the direction the car's pointing. Absolutely, Stephen. They are always the best. The best times are when it's never planned. And I know some people can't understand that, and they need to have a plan on what they're doing. But for me, just get in the car and see where you end up. And you find all sorts. Yes, Shane says Wales is start again. Wales next the sea is a lovely place to visit. Yes, I think we're going to go there. I'd like to film the beach huts. I have already filmed them, but I'd like to film them again and show everybody. Okay. So that's on the to-do list as well, but in what order, I don't know. Sally Ann's just arrived. Evening all, nearly missed it. Nice to see you, Sally Ann. Thanks for joining. Lots of spam there for my wonderful moderators to block and report if you would like to, if you could do. That would be marvellous. You just click on it, and then it asks you what you want to do. So we're going to block and report. We're just looking for a parking space.
Do you believe somebody got into ours while we've been gone?
Yeah, I did say earlier. Thank you, SW. SW, would you like to be a moderator? Thanks, John. John says he's done them. I did say earlier that this hotel was rather busy, didn't I?
Yeah, I can't just decide where to go.
No? Were they not free, those ones there? What about straight ahead? Thank you, Janet. In Mr. L's, I've got a camera off the back. Oh, what? Camera off the back view, which is very nice.
Very posh.
Amy says hello from Manchester.
Manchester.
Hello to you from Kings Lynn. Thank you for joining us.
Not so good when you're trying to park next to a 4x4, is it? How much room you got your side?
Thank you, SW. That's fine. I just thought I'd ask.
Got enough room there?
Let's have a look, everybody. Have I got enough room here? Yes, I've got plenty of room.
Okay, I'll be going back then. Just didn't look.
You've gone yellow.
I must be jaundiced. We're back, folks.
Yes, we are. SW says, when you hear scraping paintwork, then there's not enough room.
Even when it goes red, you've still got a good couple of feet.
Yeah.
To be honest.
I haven't quite got used to the camera in Mr. L's car.
They're very posh. Perhaps we should have brought Mr. L's car.
That would have meant I had to drive. We're looking at this very wonderful fence now for all 28 of you, because we've got back to where we are staying, haven't we?
We have.
Now, we will probably go in here and go off this live, but if all of you want, I can set it up for you all to chat and put you on the windowsill and shut the curtains. So you're behind the curtains, you won't see reflections of us in the mirror. And if you want. Shane says one of the beach huts at Wales recently sold for nearly 40,000.
Goodness.
But I have seen some that are 200,000.
What, for the beach huts?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Goodness.
Yeah. Sally Ann says we like windowsills. Janet says, haha, I've been on the shelf for quite a few years now. SW says, I shall go as it is nearing my bedtime. But thank you, Lisa. That's fine, SW. SW says, oh, Janet, no. What's wrong? You're back. All those miles you've walked today. Stephen says, I've got to leave you all now. I've got to go to Gatwick Airport. Have you? Are you flying off somewhere, Stephen? And you haven't told us all. Do you have our permission to go? You can't leave Pip. Sally Ann says, bye, Stephen. What do we all feel about Stephen going to Gatwick? And flying off somewhere?
It's not on, is it?
It's not on, no. Mind you, somebody sitting next to me is flying off somewhere. Dennis says, what are you doing out at this time of night?
Tell me about it.
We just got back. We've been out.
Bedtime.
And, yeah, just got back. David's here. Hello, David. Do you remember on Tuesday, I went in a day boat from Wroxham down to Horsted? Well, that was with David and Vicky in their day boat. Janet says, bye, Stephen. Are you a plane spotter? Stephen says, no, not flying, picking up my next door neighbour. Pip's coming for a ride with me.
Oh, lovely. I'll take it. Pip's the dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all right then, Stephen. We don't mind that at all. SW will tell you to lock your car doors. Like we have, and we're now trying to get out of.
I'm just playing about the lock. I think we're on lock now.
SW says the Wroxham to Horsted was a wonderful journey. It really was. It was. And David and Vicky had the most amazing holiday accommodation. Can hear planes flying over. Oh my goodness.
No, I think they're motorbikes, aren't they?
Don't know what it is.
Or some kind of zooped up cars.
Stephen's going to Cornwall for his holiday in 2 weeks. Very nice, Stephen. David says he's just got back from shopping and he needs to eat. Judah's flying off to America in 3 weeks. All right for some, isn't it? David says, don't tell everybody. They might all might want to go. Oh, yeah, but it's nicer to share. Thank you for the 28 likes on this live feed. Right, I'm going to go inside because it's not much fun looking at the fencing. Janet says, Judith, are you going to Nashville?
No, I'm going to Florida.
I think Stephen should come round and pick everybody up and we could all go to Gatwick with him. And Pip. Oh, that's you.
I think we're setting the alarms off because that's why the car keeps locking and unlocking, because we're sitting in it and it's recognising it as being stationary.
John says, I've smiled throughout this. Glad you're having fun. We are. We just set the car alarm off. Only us.
While we're sitting in here.
Janet says, Florida sounds great.
Thank you, Janet.
Sally Ann says, is there room for all of us, Stephen? David says, glad you're doing lives again. Only because I've got 5G here. I'm in King's Lynn, David. Just for today and tomorrow. So I'm going to go inside and... Oh, is that person beside me? No. And then, so I'm going to end this live. And then I'll restart it and put you all on the windowsill. You can all sit on the windowsill and have a chat. Can't really walk through the hotel with this going live. SW says, thank you both for a great live, and bye everyone else.
Bye, SW.
Shane says, it's fine as long as Stephen buys some giant Toblerones while he's there at Gatwick. Janet says, see you all on the windowsill. Stephen says, bye Lisa, bye all. Bye Stephen, have a good trip. We'll probably all still be live when you get back. Sally Ann says, see everyone soon. Right, I'm going to switch it off now, okay? And then you can all rejoin. Give me a chance to get inside upstairs. And then I will start this so you can all chat to each other to your heart's content. I might join in for a bit.
I might go to bed.
Right, I'll see you all soon. Thank you everybody for joining. And see you all soon.